Should we get to the realisation? That wasn't the kind of difference I'm looking for. I don't have time for that. I'm not accepting that in my life. Last week I heard someone say that the reason that time feels faster when you're older is because you're living the same day over and over again and there's less variety. And to that I was met with, a lot of resistance. I pride myself on living a varied life. No day is the same, I'm always doing something different. But even I was like, how much of my day-to-day life actually has that variation? And is that why I feel like time is moving so much faster? Because when I think about how time passes when you're traveling, for example, 2 months of being away traveling feels like 2 years. 2 months of being here in England, I'm sorry, but how is it June? But then it also got me thinking that when we were younger, most of us were going to school every single day, yet time felt so slow. The time for a school year to be over was agonising. So what is it that actually makes time feel faster or slower? And when I was journaling on this morning, I was like, is it because we're doing the same thing, or is it because we're experiencing different things? This week we're going to see how many new or different things that we can do in the week to see how it affects this perception of time. Now, it's currently Monday afternoon and I spent 45 minutes on the phone to renew my car insurance. And that wasn't the kind of difference I'm looking for. So, I'm gonna finish eating these grapes. Then we're gonna change the work setup. And we're actually gonna go and work in the library, which, side note, is something that I've been saying I want to do for a while. So we're gonna take the minimal walk to get there and go and work there this afternoon. So come with me. This is the tea that I made myself and I left here. Let's see, is it still hot? Oh, you know what? It's lukewarm and I'm happy to drink it. Well, I went to the library and it was unsuccessful. I was going with the mindset of it would be like when I went to the world's most beautiful library in Melbourne. And my town, my hometown, unfortunately didn't bring that. So I left quite quickly after I arrived, considering I also couldn't get a table and I had no Wi-Fi or phone signal. And I went to M&S, which, you know, I could stop this video and be like, this is why we don't try new things. But we're going to keep going because I don't think the whole week's going to be like this. I am just about to go to Pizza Express where, you know, I could eat something different, but obviously I'm going to get the same pizza that I get every single time because it's the best. So let's catch up tomorrow. We're starting off this Tuesday with something that I honestly wish wasn't different. And I wish from this day forth, it's not, because do yoga every day is something that I say I want to do a lot. And I'm sick of it. So in order to do something the same, we have to do it different first. So that's why this is being included. I actually don't have too long before I need to leave to go to ballet, which, side note, has become the norm considering that was new a few weeks ago. But anyway, enough talking, let's get on with it. I have just sat down with, honestly, the biggest sigh. Oh yeah, this is exactly what I needed. So I've just finished teaching and I've just had one of those days where there's just a lot happening and I'm trying to hold too many things and I only have 2 arms. And I just thought, I can't sit in traffic, rush hour traffic to drive home. I really don't want that for myself right now. So I thought, you know what, let's go to the nearby park. I'm actually in Richmond Park. If you live near to Richmond Park or you have access to Richmond Park, you live near London, you can come out. Honestly, this park is one of my favourites. Yeah, I thought, let's do my evening walk here and read some of my book. Let me tell you the irony of me coming for some peace and respite and reading this book. For context, I'm on chapter 58, I've just finished chapter 57. If you know, you know. We are halfway through the work week, halfway through this experiment of adding different things into my life, more adventure, variety, all of those things that we spoke about at the beginning. And I'm not sure if I'm finding this harder than I thought or what I thought. Does that make sense? I could very easily write a list of 25 things, 50 things of different things that I could do to my week to make it different. However, I'm also counteracting that with asking myself the question, what is the purpose of doing those things differently? Because yeah, it adds variety, it might add adventure. If we've got the calendar of what's going on, which, side note, my calendar is at full percentage at the minute. Filling any space that's there with doing extra things is doing too much, and I love to do too much. I do. Should we get to the realisation? This week I've been rereading my diaries from this year because that's the activity of the Artist's Way, the book that I'm currently reading, and I saw on a page in capitals, it's not what we do, it's how we do it. And that is something that I tell myself a lot, that I know, that I believe, that I live. And I was like, wait a second. With adding variety to my life, I'm just adding extra things on. I'm doing extra things. But what if it's not about what we're doing, it's about how we're doing it? And that is how we can create more variety, more adventure, a deeper fulfillment with our week. Is that it? Is that what we need to be focusing on? I feel it is. When we focus on how we're doing things instead of just what we're doing, that requires a lot more awareness, intention, maybe even energy, because you have to use that conscious part of your brain that's changing how. It's very easy to do things differently. It's very easy to go on a walk in a different part of town, but it requires more of your energy to leave the house with where your mindset is going, let's look for the opportunities, rather than I've had a horrible day. Grr. Do you know what I mean? So for the rest of this week, that's what we're going to focus on. We'll still do a few extra things to change things up. But yeah, I can't believe I didn't think of that before. Also, anyone else looking at that in the background? Because I am. So for example, rereading this diary right now, I could be rushing through like, oh, I just want to get this task done. I just want to move on to the next thing. I just want to finish the book. Which I'm not gonna lie, it's all things that I've said and thought. But instead I'm gonna go, I could find some magic in this journal. There could be an idea in here that I'm like, that was a great idea. I mean, I have already found that looking through this, See how we're going to do it. It's going to change. It will look the same. This is why it's difficult to get across on video. But just know, how we're doing it is different. Let's get changed first. This is better. I don't want to say it. And in fact, I'm not going to say it. I'm just going to simply say I am really fighting right now to keep my health. Let's keep it positive. I'm not sure if a cold may potentially be coming, but we're doing all we can to not let that grow. This is me trying to think of a simile. I'm thinking like, turn it off whilst the pan's hot. That's not a saying. Do you know what I mean though? Before it becomes ILLNESS, I don't have time for that. I'm not accepting that in my life. I went to class yesterday and on my way home I was like, oh. Is my throat sore because I haven't drunk enough water? Because I've spoken too much? Or is this the start? So I was also sneezing a lot. This time last year, I was really ill. I had some kind of like flu for ages, and that started with a day of me non-stop sneezing, and I was like, not again, not again. So yeah, we came home and we took the necessary precautions. And also get this, I was thinking to myself, I wish at home we had some ginger shots. Guess what? I get home and Luca bought me a ginger shot without me even saying that, oh, I don't feel that well. Love that for me. So, took that, I had a good night's sleep, drinking all the water I can. I've got that raspberry and echinacea tea. When I go into town today, I'm going to pick up some lemons, some ginger. Then we're just going to have a positive attitude about it, really. This powder at the minute is... she's a bit broken, but when I said, let's fill this week with doing things differently, this is not what I meant. I'm actually feeling a lot better than when I first woke up and last night, so hopefully this is just like an overnight thing. Okay, we're back from town. This is what I'm doing to prevent the ILLNESS. A melon. I didn't think about getting a melon, but I saw and I was like, yes. Not one, not two, not three, but 4 lemons. This is what we need. A ginger. On my tea, editing the video that is going up today. Something that I would love to be different is not editing my videos on the same day they're being uploaded and being ahead. Just a note to my future self. This is helping a lot.